Hello and welcome to Partial Solutions to Assignment 5 for Actuarial Science 654. In this video I'll be showing you how to run a parallel lines regression using R Commander, and also I will be making a fitted lines graph, parallel lines graph. Okay, I already loaded the data set into R Commander, and I created the variables as I did in the last video, and we already did descriptive stats. I made a scatter plot with points distinguished by location and ran a straight line regression and got a fitted line graph for the basic regression. So now we're going to do parallel lines. I'll just have a heading here, and let's go back to R Commander, and I want to run a regression. Go statistics, fit models, linear model, and I already input it from before, but let me just show you what I did. I was practicing before I made this video. So parallel lines, I'm using assess. I'll delete these things first. So I want assess as my response, area and water are my predictors. Area is a metric variable, water is a binary variable coded 0, 1. So together these will make parallel lines. Press OK. It says it already exists because I just did it before making this video. I'll overwrite it, and there's my output. I'll copy. I'll forget about this residual stuff. Copy that, and let's paste it into the Word document. There we go. It's all bold-faced. I guess that's okay. And let's take a look at this output. Okay, here's my intercept, my slope for area, and this is a shift slope. Not really a slope, but a shift coefficient. And this is telling me that homes with water frontage costs are assessed about $59,000 less on average compared to homes without water frontage of the same size, which is kind of surprising, but that's what's making this data set kind of interesting. Okay, down here I'm going to write out the equation based on these coefficients right here. So I will go assess hat is 49.186. I'll round the numbers a little bit. There's my parallel lines equation. And now let's break it up into two separate equations. So I'm going to copy this much of it, and then when I put in 0 for water, that means the homes not with water frontage, and this dirt disappears and I'm just left with this part. So there's my equation for homes with no water frontage. Now let's copy this, paste that, and we have homes with water frontage, and I'm going to have to change the intercept. Put in 1 for water, add like terms. So using my calculator, I already did this. There's the new intercept, shifted, but the same slope, so these are parallel lines. Okay, I'm ready to go back to our Commander, and let's make our parallel lines, fitted lines graph. So I will go to Graphs, Scatter Plot, Area is X, Assess is Y, uncheck these boxes, let's plot by groups, and let's uncheck plot lines by group. Actually, let's see what, I'm not sure what that's going to do. I don't think it's going to be right, but let's press OK. Actually, I know it won't be right. Okay, so let's go back. Plot lines by group. This won't give me parallel lines. It'll give me non-parallel lines, which you can use for assignment, or part 7, I guess. Press OK. Press OK. There's my scatter plot, like we did in part 4, I guess. I think that was part 4 of the assignment. Just did it again. And now I want to go back to R Commander, and using the manual R Commander, an Introduction by Natasha A. Karp from May 2010, which you can get on the internet somewhere. I'm going to type in code for drawing a line, like I did in the previous video. So that code says I'll do AB line, and A is the intercept, and I'm doing the line for the first, for the homes with no water frontage. 49.186 is the intercept. B is the slope, which we know was 0.094, and I'm going to thicken my line just a little bit with the code, the argument LWD, and 1.5 is good. Now let's highlight that and press submit, and then look at your graph, and you can see it drew in a line through the black points. Now the line extends beyond the graph, and I'm not sure how to edit that, but I guess this is fine. Let's go back to our commander. I want to copy that code I just submitted and draw another line for the homes with water frontage, but I have to change the intercept to -10.056. Slope is the same, width is the same. Let's change the color of the line. Comma COL equals parentheses red, parentheses, sorry, those are not, what are these called? Quotation marks. Okay, quotations red, quotation parentheses. Highlight that, press submit, and let's look at our graph, and it drew in a red line through the red points, and the lines are parallel to each other. Now, like I did in the previous video, I could also add text labels showing the equation for each line within the graph, and that would make it look a little nicer. I won't take the time to do that now because I showed you how to do it in the previous video. But essentially this is now the parallel lines, fitted lines graph. And that'll be it for this video.